Today we're breaking down Claude Code Sandbox, what it does, why you need it, and how to set it up in under a minute. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're deep in flow state. Claude Code is humming along, building your next JS app, spinning up components, mapping out API routes. It's beautiful. And then, allow Claude to run npm install, you press enter. Allow Claude to run get status, enter, 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 enter. By prompt 47, you've stopped reading entirely. You're just pressing enter. Think about that. A security system designed to protect you, and you've learned to ignore it completely. Anthropic's own testing confirmed this. They call it approval fatigue. Hour 1, developers read carefully. By hour 2, they're skimming. By hour 3, they're reflexively pressing enter. And by hour 4, you've just approved a malicious post-install script that steals your SSH keys. The safety mechanism designed to protect you makes you less safe. Sound familiar? Here's where Claude Code Sandbox comes in, and it flips the entire model on its head. Instead of asking permission for every tiny thing, the sandbox draws clear boundaries up front. Think of it like giving Claude a room to work in, not the keys to the whole house. Inside that room, full autonomy, 0 prompts. Outside that room, blocked, immediately, at the operating system level. Here's what the sandbox actually does. Wall 1, file system isolation. Claude can only read and write inside your project directory. Everything else, your SSH keys, AWS credentials, shell config, is invisible. Not just blocked, invisible. Like it doesn't exist. Wall 2, network isolation. All network traffic routes through a proxy that only allows approved domains. npm install that needs to fetch from the registry, approved. Some sketchy post-install script tries to phone home to evil.com, blocked immediately. Here's why it works. These aren't application-level restrictions. They're operating system enforced. On Linux, Claude Code uses bubble wrap, the same tech that powers Flatpak. On macOS, it's seatbelt, the same tech that restricts iOS apps. This means even if a malicious prompt injection tricks Claude into trying to read your SSH keys, it physically cannot. The kernel blocks it. Prompt injection can't bypass OS-level security, that's the whole point, alright? Enough theory, let's get you set up. In Claude Code, type -sandbox. Pick auto allow mode. This is the sweet spot. Everything inside the sandbox runs automatically. Everything outside still needs your say-so. Simple. Next, create your settings. JSON config. Here's a solid starting point. Sandbox enabled. Auto allow for sandboxed bash commands. Docker excluded since it can't run inside a sandbox. Network allows local port binding for dev servers. And critically, deny rules that keep Claude away from your env files and secrets. Claude literally cannot read these files. Now verify it's working. Test with a simple command. List files in the current directory. If it executes without prompting, Sandbox is working. And just like that, the difference is night and day. Before Sandbox, every command needs approval. Enter, enter, enter. After Sandbox, everything runs automatically, sandboxed and protected. Done. That's it. OS-level protection with 0 friction for normal work. It almost feels too easy. It's not a trick. It just works. Let me be direct. Running Claude Code without Sandbox is genuinely risky. Every npm package runs post-install scripts with full access to your system. Every malicious prompt in a README could trick Claude into reading your credentials. It probably won't happen to me as not a security strategy. The Claude Code Sandbox isn't paranoia. It's basic hygiene, the kind you don't think about, like washing your hands, like wearing a seatbelt. Here are your next steps. 1. Run -sandbox and enable auto allow mode. 2. Create your settings, JSON. 3. If you want automatic configuration for your specific stack, install Sandbox Architect. It analyzes your codebase and generates the config for you. 4. Never press enter 50 times again. What project are you going to secure first? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you're building. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe for more Claude Code deep dives. Now go make something.